Hello students, welcome to Divine Public School e-learning platform. My name is Sarfraz. Today we will learn chapter number 10, which is images, links and frame in HTML5. In this video we will learn the theory of this chapter, and in the next part we will going to learn the practical. So let's start. In this chapter we are going to learn inserting, image tag, which is img tag, then linking web pages, the anchor a tag, css and links, links as buttons, images as links, audio and video tag, and at the last, frames, border and iframe. First of all, what is the full form of HTML? So the full form of HTML is Hypertext Markup Language. Unlike a scripting or programming language that uses scripts to perform function, a markup language uses tag to identify content. When you want to create a program, you need to learn a programming language. Likewise, when you want to develop a web page, you need to learn this language, that is markup language, or this is HTML, that is hypertext markup language. So here you can see this one, and this is the tag, which is P is written here. So P means paragraph. So that is why here it is written I am a paragraph. Now moving ahead, and we are going to learn img tag, which is image tag. So img, which means image tag is used to insert an image. You can give the src, or you can say source of your file from the computer. Now this tag is used to insert an image, and it contains only attributes and does not have a closing tag. What is closing tag? So every tag has its opening and a closing tag. Suppose here is a P tag, and if you want to write the paragraph, you have to give the paragraph tag. So you will write here in between the paragraph tag, and when you have done to write the paragraph, you just have to backslash, and again you write this P again. So this is known as a closing tag. Every tag having an opening tag and a closing tag, but some tags does not have a closing tag. So this type of tag is called empty tag. So what does the meaning of empty? So empty means it does not have anything in between. Suppose if you want to insert the image, you don't write anything in between of that image tag. So that is why we use image tag and does not write anything between those two tags. So that is the main reason why this is the empty tag. So here is the example. As you can see here, img src, and this one is image.jpg. So by the help of this src, as you can search your image in your PC. What is the extension of the image file? It must be jpg, gif or png. So here is the another attribute you also can use with src tag. So what is that attribute? And this attribute is called alt attribute. So what does the meaning of alt? Alt means alternate. Alternate, which means if suppose in your browser you have forgotten to put the image in particular folder, you have forgotten, or sometime the internet is very slow and someone is loading a web page that you have made, but it does not appear anyone's browser. So in that case, the image will show the alternative text. Suppose there is the image of Taj Mahal, and the Taj Mahal image does not load due to the bad connectivity of internet, so it will show this is the image of Taj Mahal instead of that image. So this text is known as alternating text of an image. So you need to put the image location for the src attribute. I have told you have to write this src tag in between the quotation mark. For example, if you have to photo name like tree.jpg in the same folder as the HTML file, your code should look like this. This one is the code HTML head, title, first page, head, body, image, src, tree.jpg, alt equals to. You can give alternating attribute like this is the picture of tree, so that every time if it does not load, this text will show. So you can write accordingly. So now body, and then close the body, and after that close the HTML. In this img tag you can define the image size also. You can also use the attribute which is width and height, and by this attribute you can adjust the size of the image. Now this is the code, as you can see here, HTML head, title, head. Now starting from body, img src, that is I am taking tree.jpg. Now I will just resize it to give the height which is 150 pixel. You can adjust the size of the image two ways, by the help of pixel and by the help of percentage. So here I am giving the two method to adjust the size. Here is the first method, that is pixel, that is 150 pixel is the height and 150 pixel is the width. Now the alternating method, which is image src tree.jpg, I am giving the height which is 50% and width which is 50%. And linking web pages, you can link one web page to the another. Now try to understand what is linking. So a website consists of many web pages like this, right? That gives you access to the related information. To join together these web pages is known as linking. Suppose this is the web page and this is the another web page, and you want to just click on this web page and you just jump over to this web page. So this is known as linking, because you have joined this web page to this web page. So this is known as linking. So in the HTML, this feature is called hyperlinking. So the first of all, we have to know the types of linking. There are two types of linking, which is internal linking and external linking. Suppose that there is a web browser, okay, www.something.com. now in that web browser you have find some tab over here, like home tab, contact us tabs, gallery tabs. Okay, suppose you are clicking on home tab, you can see all the things about the company, about the websites. Now if you will click on this gallery, you can see the gallery of that web page. Likewise, any of the options you will click, this will go inside of its web page. So this type of linking is known as internal linking, because it is linking in the same pages. Now suppose there is a web page and here is written click here, okay, and suppose you have a web page www.something.com, you are just clicking on this click text. Suppose you clicking on this click text and you jumped over on Google's website, but you have find that Google is the another website and I have my another web page. The one web page is connected to the other web page this type of linking is known as external linking. Now you are getting? To do the linking in HTML, you need a tag. What does the meaning of a? A means anchor. You have noticed that in the older days, a big ship goes to the one country to the another country, and suppose that ship want to stay in one place, the ship having an anchor, and the seller put down the anchor and the ship will going to still. So that is the thing. Here it is given that sometime we are giving this anchor tag and the text is still, but if we will click on that anchor tag, this tag will jump into the another web page. So this is known as linking, and we are going to attach one page to the another by the help of this a tag, which is anchor tag. So links are also an integral part of every web page. So you can add links to text, images that will enable the user to click on them in order to be directed to another file or web page. In HTML, links are defined by a tags, I have told. Now use the href attribute. Okay, what is href? H, which means hyperlink. I have told in HTML the linking is called hyperlink. So the H abbreviate hyperlink, and ref, which means reference. I am giving the reference what things I am going to link. When I will not going to give the reference, so how does it going to be linked from one page to the another? So we have to give this attribute so that it will work. Now moving ahead, this is the syntax. As you can see here, a href equals to quotation mark value, and then after you write something in between and close this a tag. Now you're getting? Now the main things in the value portion, here you can see in the value portion you can write the reference of which web page you want to link. So here the value is of three types. The first one is absolute, the second one is relative, and the third one is email. So what is absolute, what is relative, and what is email? Email you already know, but the two things that you don't know, I will be tell you what is absolute and what is relative. Suppose there is a website www.google.com. Getting? So this website, if you have internet, you can go in this web page. So this is a website which is connected to the internet. Okay, so we cannot access offline. Okay, so this link is known as absolute link. Got it? Now the next type of link, which is relative link. Suppose there is a HTML file you have already made. Suppose that you have made the file a.html. Got it? And you have made the another file b.html, right? Suppose you want to link b.html to a.html. So in the portion of the value, you have to write a.html in the b.html file. So this type of linking is known as relative linking. Got it? Now the third one is email. So in the value portion, if you will write the email, this known as email linking. Suppose in the value portion you have to write this name @gmail.com. So this email site you will write in the value portion this known as email linking. To link an image to another document, simply nest the image tag inside a tag. You have to nest. What does the meaning of nest? Suppose you have an image tag, you have already an image tag. You have to make the file in another HTML file. Suppose you have made in a.html and you giving the img tag. You have made, I have also told you how to make the img tag. So you have made the img tag by the help of this in HTML file. Now again you move to this b.html file and you have to just write, you have to just give the img tag and just give the file name of b.html, and you have just getting nested to this file. I will show you practically, but for now you have to understand this how to nest it. Okay, nest which mean join together, nest which mean join together. Now the final thing is frames. So if you want to display more than one HTML document in a browser window at the same time, then we can use this concept of frame HTML. So frame are the way of organizing your website, as they enable the user to divide a page into the several rectangular segments for different purposes. Suppose this is the web page, right? So if you have made already three types of HTML5, like you have made a.html, then b.html, and then c.html. Got it? So if you want to show these three HTML file in a single web browser window, so what you have to do, you have to use this frame. So here is the web browser and here is the HTML, here is the HTML, and here is the HTML. There is a frame will make like a window, and in this window you can see your particular HTML file, and you can add more than 3, 4, 5, 6 and whatever window you want in this frame section you can add by the help of this tag, which is iframe. And here is the src attribute, and by the help of this src which means source, and you can give your value. What is value? Value is the file name that you have already made of HTML. Now I will also tell you how to create a frame practically. So before this you have to note it down that you can also change the height and width of the frame. So students, in this video we have discussed about links, images and frames. So in the next part we will do the practical of all these topics. So see you next time.